Welcome back. Pools closed due to AIDS. Adults swim. And by AIDS, I mean alien fish. And by adults, I mean alien fish. This water container, it's weird. Right, so anyway. There's been things going on, but today I'm gonna continue talking about Alec Baldwin. I know what's going on. Fuck. Well, I hit him at the second time, at least, I guess. Right. So, I don't know if you've noticed, but there is a ladder here. So in case you dropped in here and need to get out, then there's a ladder for you there. But conveniently now the catwalk broke as well. So we've got an easy ramp to get into the pool. And you know, that's very, very nice of them to think about the disabled people. You know, on wheelchairs, because they want to swim as well, don't they? Right, so I said alien fish, so there they go. Got him. Now one more. One more shot I meant, not the other shit. There, well, fish, not shit. I'm pretty sure it almost has all the letters from the word, right? Fish, shit, that's pretty much the same. Difference of one letter, I think, I'd guess. Right, so at least we didn't waste that ammo. Anyway, this place, this pool, this water container, it's not a container. This place, this is filled with water, and it has these observation rooms or something, which is weird because it seems like they're not really fit for being, I don't know, like rooms to observe whatever is in this swimming pool. Because, you know, there are doors in there, and the doors aren't double doors. It's not like a sluice, it's not like an airlock. So if someone wants to get out from the room and into the pool for some reason and have a swim, it will flood the room. Every room has it like that. And if they don't want to leave the room, if there is no need for anyone to leave the room, why would there be doors? So it seems like they retrofitted this area to fill it up with this much water and put in two alien fish kind of monsters, creatures, pseudo fish, yeah. And they studied them, perhaps not. I mean, you know, he said a week already. So yeah, we've been studying these creatures, and I don't know what we've learned. Anyway, we're going at the bottom of the, or at least to the bottom of the what the fuck is the word? I had it once and then I forgot. Of this place, and I don't know what it was for originally, but now it houses water, so there's that. In search of anything to be found, right? You know, I'm exploring as usual, looking for shit that maybe someone dropped a med pack at the bottom of this fucking trench, and now that we're getting out, we're probably getting what's the diver's sickness, like resurface sickness, I don't know. You know, the pressure and the nitrogen from your lungs, well, from your blood, gets out. What's the opposite of dissolved? Falls out of the solution, and the solution is your blood, and it itches all over because you've got what's that? Blood vessels all over you, you know, all inside you. So it hurts, and it can kill you as well. Now, so we've got this water volume here, and these bars, and they seem to be glowing red because that's how hot they are. Now, what came through here, I cannot say, because, see, this thing is pretty shallow, actually, and you would worry there might be this fish, well, fish creature, the alien creature, but then again, it's this shallow. So, and there is no fish. We haven't found any fish. There's also G-Man, and we're gonna shoot him in the head with the crossbow. But he doesn't really seem to mind much, does he? Just kind of weird, I'd say. You know, I don't remember if he reacted much to being shot at in the second game other than leaving the premises. But here he doesn't really, and he'll leave the closer we get to him. And the music is nice, very dramatic, I don't know why. Oh, and there's a bull squiddle here as well. Did G-Man leave? No, not yet. And now there is another one. We could just climb in and shoot him like that. Like a normal human being, you know. Get a position and aim. Oh, he's already dead. Good. Well, saved one shot. Very nice. Oh yeah, this ladder, it's a prop now. It can be moved, but you can't climb on it. Well, I mean, probably if you made it into a ramp, you could climb on it, but not like a ladder. Yeah, like that. Fucking... Look at... What is this? Are these flies or are these roaches? I don't know what's worse in this case. So anyway, like I said, the bars here are bent inwards, because when the bars bend in the direction of the thing going, and it's red hot, and I don't know what did that. Maybe aliens, but then again there would be an alien like a Vortigaunt, since he blasted a hole, or at least tried to blast me away with his power of electricity or any other energy, possibly causing some heat, but then again, where would he go? Did the 80-soul kind of fish creature, monster, alien swam so fast that it burst through the crates or through the bars with such speed that it vaporized not only itself but this massive hole in the bars? I don't know, I doubt that. Now, if only I was able to jump in there, because there's something here. What is this here? I don't know, maybe we'll find a way around, possibly. Now, so Alec Baldwin, right? I've seen a few channels addressing his issues as well. They were gun channels. So they procured themselves the kind of gun Alec Baldwin was using on the set, which was a revolver and a single action at that, from what I can gather. And they used it. Look, so we've got a cheated jump. Let me address it now, because we're gonna almost go anyway. So in the menu you can see, or at least I can see, that these are like pistons that go up and down, and also supposedly this is a pipe and they're supposed to be moving up and down in a pipe, and I don't know why the pipe burst, because that's beyond me. And also the pistons are not moving, and the main menu showed me, or would lead me to believe, that they should be moving. So this is a platforming section. We should be getting over there, getting up there, turning the pistons on, and jumping on them when they're retracted or extended, depending on how you want to look at it. But we're not going to do that, since we've got a cheated jump, which is more realistic, because fuck crouch jumping. And we're just gonna cheat and climb some boxes and avoid all that. The only thing we're not gonna be avoiding is armor that's on this platform, and we can't get to it from there, so we're gonna have to do some creative climbing. Creative climbing. Come on. Ah, there we go. We made it. Ah, shit. Oh, it's just a... Since you can still see him, you should try to kill him. Otherwise you're gonna have to deal with it when you can't see him, and that'll be a problem. Dropping on an explosive barrel is enough to set it off, because you know, you deal damage to it, but it's not like you're dealing damage to it with a gun, where the bullet is hot and it would set off the fumes. No, it's you stomp on the gasoline hard enough that it explodes. Keep that in mind, that happens, apparently. Right, I got back here since I didn't have a save, so I had to replay a little bit, but it's fine now. And there we go. It's satchel charges, that's what's also here, but we're full on that, so we're not gonna be needing that. Now, since we're done with this thing, let's go and explore over there, which should lead us to the thing that turns on those pistons. So anyway, like I was saying, Alec Baldwin, the gun channels procured themselves revolvers, or, you know, they already had them, so they could make a video about it. A revolver, the one that was used by him on the set. And they did that because Alec Baldwin came out with a video, an interview, for either TV or some internet show, as opposed to a radio, because, you know, you wouldn't see that. Well, I saw it in a video, so obviously it wasn't just a radio, some sort of radio transmission podcast. Anyway, the interview went, and he said he pulled the hammer back as far as he could without cocking it, and then his finger slipped. Apparently, the hammer dropped instead of the round. So the people in the channels went over that, and it turns out, so it was crossbow ammo. It turns out that that's impossible. That's impossible because as far as you can draw the hammer back without cocking it is the distance between not being cocked and half cocking. And half cocking it means is putting it on a notch that prevents the hammer from being dropped when you pull the trigger. So it's essentially a safe position, because there was no safety on those revolvers back then, because it's like I don't think the movie is a period piece, but the revolver is kind of, you know, it's fucking hell. It most likely is a reproduction, but it's still, you know, it's not like the gun is actually, the example of the gun is 100 years old or some shit like that. The mechanism is traditional, let's say, you know, like it was back in the day, according to the pattern maybe. So as far as you can draw it without cocking it is between not cocked and half cocked, which is safety. And in between those ranges, right, so it seems like, let's put that away because that will fucking kill us, huh? Seems like the only and good enough safety measure from, or mean to stop you from, what am I saying? There must have been measures to stop you from just cheating over in here, through here, as opposed to platforming. And the only way to stop you from it is these slanted fucking rebars or structures. So you just slip away from where you're trying to jump in, and that prevents you from getting in. But nothing's gonna stop me, dude. God is my witness, there are things that try to stop me, but no, we're going. Now, there we go, and we're through. Platforming avoided, creativity rules, fuck you, remember, cheat. I've got a special document that says I can do what I want, and I wrote it myself, because who the fuck you would expect it to be written by, that would allow me to do whatever I want. Oh. At least that wasn't miss. That wasn't a miss, so good. Oh, have we talked about that? There's a beak. This is the eyehound's mouth. Underneath. Well, so that exists anyway. So drawing the hammer back that far is not enough room to drop it with enough speed to set off a round. So if the hammer falls on the primer there, the gun isn't going off. And the interview, because I didn't mention that, shit, Vortigons. I'm mentioning that because fucking he survived, and this one bit me as well. No, sit down. Sit down. It's going well. That's fine. That went pretty well. He gave an interview to warm up his public image, you know, because he shot a fucking person, and it looks like out of negligence or worse, you know, intentionally. But that's something that shouldn't happen. I mean, he's American, right? And it all happened in America. So what do we do to make it look like I'm not guilty? I'm talking as Alec Baldwin, right? So what do we do to make it seem like I'm not guilty? You know, blame everything on everything that's not my volition and agency. So my finger slipped and the hammer dropped, and it was enough to set off the round. Fuck. But that's impossible in between the distances from not cocked at all to half cocked. And when you're half cocked, like I said, the trigger that's essentially a safe position where the trigger will not drop the hammer. So if you half cock it, you can't pull the trigger and accidentally fire off a round either. So then, if you pull it anywhere further back until it's fully cocked, it's still gonna catch on the half cock notch on the trigger mechanism, so it's still safe. So that's still impossible. So the only way the gun could have gone off is that the hammer was drawn all the way back and the trigger was pulled, and that would require him to actually, you know, hold the gun, have his finger on the trigger and aim it at the production personnel and then kill them. And yeah, so Alec Baldwin is fucking guilty, seems like, from what I know. I don't know. Alec Baldwin, if you're watching and you're trying to sue me for defamation, try me, bitch. How the fuck are you gonna find me? And what are you gonna do about it? I mean, the facts are laid bare before us. So anyway, there's nothing in this room. Are we missing anything? Am I missing anything? Something that I wanted to talk about? Probably not. So yeah, that's Alec Baldwin. We're gonna talk about the crossbow as well, but in a moment. Man, you've got some dirty fucking windows here. Hello.
Gordon Freeman, it is you, isn't it? The
It is.
science team has been tracking your progress with the Black Mesa security system.
Ah.
Fortunately, so has the military.
Uh-huh.
That suit of yours is full of tracking devices. Still, it's better than going naked in this place. It's cold in there, so you'll have to hurry. It could sap your suit power in a matter of moments. If you're bent on reaching the Lambda complex, then you'll want to keep to the older industrial areas where the security system is full of holes. It's worked for me, so far.
Right, so this semi-cutscene. Of course, the door is now locked behind us, so there is no going back. Second, this weird gesture how he stood here and just waved his hand. It's as if he had a remote to close the door remotely, because we need that tech when you're this far away from the door, right? I mean, there is no one for him to call and yell, "Door!" for them to close it behind them. So, I guess... Also, there is no doorknob, so maybe that's justified. That's a thing. Now, your suit is full of tracking devices, which is being used by other scientists in Lambda Complex to track your progress, but unfortunately by military as well. The ultimate in security for the price of privacy, right? Because HEV suit is pretty useful here, or HEIV because it's Mark IV. I'm not sure. Hazardous environment. 4. Right, yeah, and it's the government who's spying on you as well. So clearly, you know, I mean, I don't know. And the devices are also waterproof, clearly, because we went swimming as well, and they're still working apparently. Now, next, Lambda Complex. What the fuck are we doing again? Why are we going there? You know, other than the fact that I've read the script and I know that's where the game ends. That's not good enough for me. I absolutely don't remember who told me to go to Lambda Complex and what for. So there's that. Now, in the freezer, cold enough to sap our suit power and kill us, he opens the door. The cold air fills this room, which is pretty small. I mean, it's evident by the haze. Or the haze that translates to a filter on your vision or image. He just put his hands in his pocket, or, you know, crosses his arms against his chest, and he is still fine. He's not dying, but we will as soon as we pass this threshold. Also, there's some med pack if we need it. We could bring it with us and immediately consume it as soon as we lose 2 health, or at least 1, even 1, and then, you know, 25 to 50 health gone, and, you know, that wouldn't be efficient. I could toss it in there deeper, maybe. So there's that. Yeah, we're going to Lambda Complex through another freezer. We've gone through a freezer before, but have we gone through a freezer that would kill us? I don't know. We're going. It's still armor. Oh, there's health. I also read the script and I know there's shit in front of us. Well, we're not going back for the medkit. I don't think. I was expecting head crabs. and I haven't found any. I guess we're going back for the med pack. It's not good that it's med pack. I'd rather have batteries. I'd rather have batteries, cause batteries decreases damage taken to your health. Oh, did they kill it? Probably, because I didn't. There we go. That went well. Powered. Right to Fuck! You survived that? Fuck off! You didn't survive that, motherfucker. Now. Shit. Oh. I just slid against the wall, because that's the decision they made about designing this place. And now we're safe. Because this is how far we've dropped down. Hardly anywhere. And this air vent is open to the room where it's freezing cold. So cold that it will kill you. And we're just here, chilling, or actually the opposite, warming up actually. And it's not affecting us anymore. Yeah, because that's the threshold we need. Also, the marker for low temperature in the lower left was visible for longer than we were... how would I phrase this? For far longer than the cold effect actually damaged us. So that's misleading as well. Anyway, we're past that. We need to continue because, you know, we can't live here in this hole. That's not prestigious enough. We are MIT graduates after all. Right. So we went over Alec Baldwin, and essentially that's pretty much it. The only other thing is that I planned on cutting a few things out of the previous episode to make a few shorts, and maybe I would have gotten 100 or a few hundred views on those, but I don't know. I planned to, and I ended up not doing that, unfortunately. But if you think there are moments worth turning into a short, just let me know. Maybe I'll do it anyway. You know, I might not be too fast on uploads, but however, I usually put up some shorts out of an episode pretty early on, so that I don't remember the joke. Well, so that I do remember the jokes, but it just happened not to, maybe this time. So like I said, if you think there are some things worth doing, just let me know, and I'll do it. Maybe I should do it just to spite you. Got him, I think. I don't need a flashlight right now. Shoot him in the spine. Wow. I was about to shoot him in the head, but then he left. And then I missed. I think I shot him in the spine anyway. Right. So that will be pretty much it for today. Only, well, yeah, that'll be pretty much it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully we will see each other in the next episode of something I play for you for free. In the meantime, of course, interact with the video and the channel. Subscribe as well. Let yourself be notified by enabling the notifications, actually. And if you don't like the videos on my channel, it's entirely your fault. And there's only one topic left pending, so stay tuned.